So one of the first things if we want to talk about is nutrition, right? You can't outtrain a bad diet. So as much as you want to, jump on, cardio and all of these other types of training modalities, it's all nutrition is going to be one of the key things to helping you naturally increase testosterone. Because so when it comes to nutrition, you want to focus on what we call macronutrients, right? The main macronutrients, which is protein, carbs, complex carbs, of course, protein, carbs, healthy fats, and then vegetables and fruits. Now, I know vegetables and fruits are carbs, but the way I teach this is you want to have a balanced plate. Okay, so your balanced plate is going to have a source of cholesterol. The reason why you need cholesterol is because a source of healthy fat, which has cholesterol. And the reason why you need cholesterol is a precursor to testosterone production. So in at night when you're sleeping, that's when the process of testosterone production starts in the hypothalamus release sends a message to the pituitary glands. It releases luteinizing hormone and follicle hormone. They both go down into the testes, and once the luteinizing hormone specifically gets to the testes, knocks on the door to the Leydig cells. Leydig cells opens the door and says, okay, let's get this process started. But in order for the process of testosterone to start, testosterone production to start, the Leydig cell needs cholesterol, good cholesterol. If there is no cholesterol, there is no testosterone production. And so that's really key. And the reason why we have healthy fats. So healthy fats could be, grass-fed butter, olive oil, avocado. That's a big thing for me on a daily basis. And the guys that we are in my brotherhood, avocado. So good healthy fats are going to be on your plate. The second thing is protein. Protein are the building blocks of your muscles, bones, and all the metabolic processes that go in your body. So, and we don't get it naturally. So we have to get protein from an outside source. One of the other things that we suffer from as we get older is something called sarcopenia, which is a natural loss of muscle due to aging. So once we reach actually mid 30s, we start naturally losing muscle 3 to 5% every year. And then as we get older, like in our 40s or our 50s and 60s and 70s, that also accelerates. And that's another main reason why, we have to exercise. We also have to eat in order to help us repair and restore the muscles that we are breaking down in the gym. So protein is key, and we have to get that from an outside source. So high qualities of protein, which would be any animal protein, grass-fed beef, organic chicken, fish, any wild-caught fish, a good high quality grass fed whey protein, because sometimes we just don't get enough protein through food. So having a protein shake readily available is perfect. So again, you just want to have that on your plate. The third is our carbs. Now, this is one that really surprises a lot of men because everybody reads, everybody hears carbs are bad, carbs are bad. And yes, carbs are bad because there's two types of carbs. There's simple carbs and there's complex carbs. The simple carbs, the sugars, the processed foods, the grains, the pastas, those are the ones you want to stay away from. When it comes to complex carbs, and they're actually, I said grains, but there's certain ones, but complex carbs, these are things like white rice or basmati rice or wild rice, steel cut oats, things that are quinoa. So those are things you have to have on that plate because carbohydrates, complex carbohydrates, actually support our thyroid. One of the other things that happens when we get older is our metabolism slows down. And that's not something that's naturally happening. Like it's not physiological. It's actually just because, we don't work out anymore. Like we're not working out. Our lifestyle isn't conducive to helping our metabolism kickstart, right? And plus, a lot of times when we are in our 30s, moving into our 40s, or even in our 40s and our 50s, and we just don't know what's happening, we start to jump on all of these diets, like, the paleo diet, the keto diet, like all these fat restrictive diets that also mess up our metabolism and mess up our thyroid. So a complex carb has to be on your plate. And then, of course, finally, we have vegetables and fruits, which are going to be the micronutrients, right? The vitamins, the minerals, the phytonutrients that, again, will support not just our hormones, but our entire, health. So when it comes to nutrition, you want 3 meals a day, and each meal has to have a source of complex carbs, protein, healthy fat, and vegetables or fruits, depending on the meal, because sometimes in the morning you're going to have fruits, and then during the day you're going to have more vegetables and probably a salad as well. So that's the nutrition part.